Hi, this is James O'Keefe, captain of the Massachusetts Pirate Party, and I'm joined by our quartermaster, Joe.
Hi,
This is today's pirate news. How you doing, Joe?
I'm good. And yourself, sir?
I am okay. I
So we,
reorganized my office, so now I can go another, 8 months working from home. So
that may happen, it may not. So things with the COVID is really cleaning up now, and even our state, which is one of the worst, is the numbers are starting to head in the right direction. So we're expecting all of that with the COVID to really turn around. However, there is a major catastrophe, a human health crisis going on in India. So one of the things that we're supporting is this campaign called Free the Vaccine. And, right?
yeah, so this Wednesday there's a group Free the Vaccine Boston that's having a protest in meeting at Kendall Square, and then marching down to the Moderna office, and advocating for freeing the vaccines that we have, so that Moderna isn't profiting off of it. We can increase production and get that out throughout the world. As you may know, there are tons of variants, and the longer this goes on without people vaccinated, the more variants we're going to see, and the more possibility that the virus will mutate and evolve into a worse virus that could potentially get past some of the vaccines that have been invented with government dollars.
Well, there's that, and also the fact that if we don't get this completely covered, it will be year after year after year after year after year after year of us having to go through this. And I'm pretty well sick and done with this. I mean, there's certain aspects like no one being on the road, which is pretty great, but for the most part, that's like silver linings of all the terribleness that this has caused, and I'm pretty well done with it. Um, so I would have to say that we want to just nip this in the bud. So definitely show support for Free the Vaccine. I know that we are sending a lot of health support aid, but we definitely need to send as much aid as we possibly can to everywhere that we can. So
Yeah, I mean, patents shouldn't lock down something that's been largely funded by government funding.
uh, see,
And
I have to disagree with you there. It's not government funding; it's taxpayer funded. Let's be
well,
real about this.
I'm an MMT advocate, but yeah, I get your point.
But
But just to reiterate, it's this Wednesday starting at noon. Galaxy Square, I think. I put a link in the chat, and we'll put a link in the description where people can find out more. And meeting at noon, and then marching down to Moderna HQ. Come on out, look for pirates. We've got a sign-up sheet, a sign-up page, so people can tell us they're coming, and we can be sure to look out for you. We also have signs that we've put together that people can download. It's using LibreOffice, which is free software, open source software that you can download, view, edit, create, make your own signs, whatever you think is going to work.
thank you so much for that, Jamie. And the only other thing we really have that I wanted to talk about, and this one's actually more from me, is a lot of the gun restrictions that we have here in Massachusetts are coming up for renewal. And I would definitely, even though I am one of the biggest advocates for everyone having guns and getting guns, I am also a big advocate for doing it the right way and going through all the courses and making sure you're doing it right and making sure everyone has at least the bare minimum of training, so that way you don't hurt the people that you don't intend to hurt, namely loved ones and things like that. And so it has definitely been proven that Massachusetts restrictions are actually really working. And so we definitely need to annoy our senators and our congresspeople to make sure that they know to um, keep these restrictions in place. Mr. O'Keefe, what is your thoughts on all the gun laws in Massachusetts?
Yeah, as one of our past candidates said, we're pirates. We like guns. I certainly don't own one, and I'm not advocating for people to necessarily have them. Um, but at the same time, people need to use them responsibly. There's really no reason for people to collect, tens of guns. And Massachusetts has some fairly sane laws when it comes to it. I mean, there's some issues here and there, but we haven't had a mass shooting here, and that in and of itself is an important distinction.
So those restrictions really do work. So, in
They
the
seem to be.
vetting process.
But you know what also works? Vaccines. And now in Massachusetts, just as of Monday, everyone 16 and older can go and get vaccinated with the COVID vaccine for free. So we just want to. I'll put a link in the chat and in the description of how you can go and sign up to get one. I got one last Friday. There'll be another one in 3 weeks since it's a two-shot vaccine. But it's important that everyone, as you said before, get vaccinated. And believe me, I mean, it was pretty quick for me. My wife went to the Heinz Convention Center. That was like clockwork. Other family members have gone, and it's just been easy. You schedule, you show up. You give them your ID, you go, you get a shot, and then they wait, 15, 30 minutes to observe you and make sure you're not having any negative side effects or any allergies or anything to, any of the ingredients in the vaccine. And it's really important that, as you said, everyone get vaccinated. So, we'll put a link there for how you can find out more.
Awesome. And, we had a really light thing on the docket for tonight. So we thank you for your time. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe and get that word out there. Keep people safe.
Absolutely. And check us out at masspirates.org. Take care.